Stadium in Charlotte. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns with 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. They'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stop the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bonds. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. This defense for the Saints, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On 2nd down, Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Rosas' kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit...
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
If that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it, and boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 17 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
On 3rd and 2, Bonds. Got an open man, it's Olave. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Line line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Saints, 14.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Bonds. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Cook following the penalty. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 19 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Barmore busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They'll look to throw again. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Bonds. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Open man is Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 36, Wilson. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The this Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line. Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Panthers about ready to take over. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone. Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bonds. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And some room to roam now. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Bonds. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Bonds. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they? They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, when we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape. after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded at the 30. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Bonds. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Bonds. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist in the first. Throwing on first down. Bonds. And this is caught by Watkins. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with second and a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Off play action. Bonds. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's brought in by Harris. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, it's typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Harris. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Back to throw. Bonds. They will find Davis on the left side, complete. A couple extra tight ends are in. Third and goal from the 1. They'll try and run with Harris. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Damian Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The point after through the raindrops, something good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bonds. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. Bonds. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. On first down, Bonds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Bonds. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for New Orleans. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They hand this off to Harris. Dances by him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
He's working relentless along with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
To get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The Panthers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Bonds. Will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Bonds. He finds his man. Complete. That's Watkins.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Looking to throw. Bonds. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw. Bonds. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long.
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's out right at the 25. On first down, Wilson. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. It's hauled in by Shepard.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
To throw again is Wilson. He gets this one to Boyd.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Cook.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Out to the right here to Shepard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 21. Here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Wilson. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Throwing is Wilson. incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Harris starts the drive on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Carolina, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.